the 2-hour time period, moreover a negative flame plan, a negative PI bar guaranteed other than on the 4-hour time period. It is clearly that those negative fire plans positively were a direction sign considering reality substantially more than one that we have gotten an immense breakdown under. $26,000 here. Right now, finally, I'm genuinely standing firm on a short AL traction for around $27,800. It seems like that we, as indicated by a genuine perspective, shorted the particular top on the Bitcoin respect a few days sooner. Regardless, soon, envision what is happening in which we make at this point, apply the volume marker on our layout on the 1-hourly moreover 2-hour stretch of time. It truly is obviously that. Unquestionably we got a volume increase on the push towards weight or something like that. Clearly, if we really make at the present time, investigate this specific volume versus what we got on the bullish news clarification. It is almost nothing, yet I would concur that looking at the speed, how low we are truly going and how quickly the expense genuinely looks here, I would isolate our expense advancement and the expense movement we got on this specific push towards the furthest edge. The inspiration here looks astoundingly tantamount. Furthermore, expecting we pay right at present very close consideration concerning the open compensation, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the open compensation is going unendingly lower while other than wretched strain is coming directly into the market, and that suggests long positions are closing on a push towards some side. Regardless, tragically, different people are getting sold considering the way that is right now we are seeing overall. 15 million of longs getting helped and sold on a push towards the shortcoming. So I would convey zooming out a piece on the 2-hourly, on the 4-hour time frame, Bitcoin is right by and by trading back our level reach. Moreover, what's the importance here this second? Might we anytime retreat on the 2-hour or maybe moreover on the 1-hour time span additionally? Here I could truly need to show you the sound. Back road wave count. The negative basic rolls we can expect to potentially complete in the approaching days. We, explicitly, can see our most basic abnormal Ollie wave here. We can see a fix, we can see right now other than our third Ollie wave. Conceivably in the following couple of hours, we will start outlining some kind of progress before another drive on Bitcoin can truly start. Similarly, you will comprehend this enduring that we go right now with our Fibonacci development from our swing high, back to our swing globe, back to our swing high. It genuinely is evidently that 1.618 Fibonacci increase level. It wasn't absolutely hit to the particular dollar precision, yet in any event, came to as far down as conceivable overall at 1.618 Fibonacci improvement level, which is the main worth mark of union of our third. Additionally, clearly, considering how this specific expense community here was hit, expecting we will outline and go a lot higher towards the possible augmentation, the fourth part wave will outline. After a short time enduring that Bitcoin stop, right now brought down towards obstacle. The going with objective is then going to be our 2-to-1 Fibonacci increase level at $25,300. In any case, that given that we are right now not going to join or maybe see a slight push towards the typical addition for our fourth country road 12. After a short time, where are we skipping? Not right at our 1.60.8 Fibonacci improvement level, you will see we obviously took out our past lows for a liquidity get. Additionally, also, ponder how conceivable it is that we assess the entire base expense region with our volume. Besides, you will see, unquestionably, regard locale, low volume support level for Bitcoin was attempted flawlessly. So at this moment, we know. Okay. Bitcoin is in our level reach. Okay? We are trying our place of control, which is the best volume pack. What's more, as of the continuous second, regard locale low on Bitcoin is at this point holding. In any case, we truly need to see that expecting the value locale low in the next few days will be lost for our fifth here is unquestionably going to be a negative Bitcoin sign before we go on the step-by-step time period. Much appreciation to you, liberal. In the going with 2 days and 17 hours, we will see the flawless little by little close and here. You truly need to zero in on this specific flame plan. As implied at this point, on the 4-hourly, on the 2-hourly, on the 1-hour time frame, before we go to push towards dump side, we got negative pi bar, negative flame model, and look at this specific light and qualification it with the little by little fire that most clearly will close something like that in the going with 2 days. The holistic arrangement is, as per a genuine perspective, going to be exactly the same negative. pin bar, and clearly if we will close our various weeks candles, something to that effect in the going with 2 days, it is positively going to be a negative beat correspondence since it suggests we push toward the possible augmentation toward the middle of the week, yet we were unable to close the expense a lot higher, for example, at the area of $28,000. To that end we will affirm a negative SING plan, which doubtlessly is obviously going to be a shocking Bitcoin sign. In addition, on the 1-hour time frame we are in the following couple of hours. Generally speaking, probably going to see a cross rate here of our striking moving midpoints here, which will mean we are finally going to start trading an enormous downtrend, so another terrible sign and our horrible standard for Bitcoin while we can be expecting lower in the next few days. So generally reasonable, right? While you're pondering, what is the going with objective where perhaps we can be killing the advantages from our short positions? Clearly, as we have been saying for the new days, for the new weeks, even, as I've said on various events, I'm saving watch for a liquidity get under at $24,750. That being said, all we really ought to do here, go on the Coinbase design, and you truly need to zero in on the liquidity level at $24,750. Right now, expecting you somehow sorted out some way to ask me, consider how conceivable it is that the liquidity level here won't stop. Envision what's going on in which there will be no reaction toward the ordinary development at our liquidity level. That way we really need to think, clearly, for lower. Regardless, I don't feel that we will see an insane breakdown towards our side. I would concur that if our liquidity level here isn't precisely going to hold, all we truly need to zero in on will be the month-to-month high time span area of help on the Bitcoin cost, and this level will come up at $23,134 on the buy frame. So all that proposes right as of now enduring Bitcoin goes hastily towards the disservice in the following couple of days, in the approaching a long time here. Zeroing in on the area of $24,750, maybe towards our month-to-month level, whereas I ought to normally think, we are really going to reach as far down as could genuinely be expected. We can take a gander at the defense for why this specific locale is a fundamental target for Bitcoin before truly we can expect a more observable push towards the coherent augmentation on Bitcoin in the next few months. In all likelihood. Clearly, this is only an assumption, yet I figure we can be appearing to be way for some kind of a higher low on the RSI for a bullish uniqueness here when Bitcoin will be retesting and perhaps making another lower low here, bullish capability, and truly around then we can anticipate a more fundamental bounce towards the possible extension here on Bitcoin. Another bullish sign that is right of outlining will be on the A to astic CG oscillator on the money stream, and moreover on the RSI marker, hope to be on the. For our time frame, you will see that we are outlining a twofold base model on the AHR stochastic bullish sign. We are being in the oversold locale on the money stream marker here, and we ought to go on the 2-hour time frame where we will see similarly we are generally in the oversold region, regardless, forming a bullish uniqueness on our money stream pointer. So I would concur that. Seeing this point, if we can expect a reasonable impact, I would concur that no question, it is obviously possible, especially considering the pointers, especially considering the way that the liquidity here has actually been taken. Furthermore, clearly, expecting that we will start outlining our fourth, we can by and large expect a little push towards the possible augmentation before continuation even lower, generally considering how we are trading a downtrend. Moreover, additionally, I truly failed to make reference to this here. The cash-related trade hasn't precisely gotten any enormous excusals towards thumb side. Expecting that the protections trade the next few days sees an excusal from the month to month, and clearly likewise overall from our incredible fuel standard degree and the ordinary level here, most probably Bitcoin will follow. Unquestionably. We can obviously, moreover, expect lower spotlights to be hit on Bitcoin and exclusively after we will take the liquidity under the low at $24,750 here. We are then going to start wanting to go with a brand long or buying position as suggested quite a bit early. In a perfect world we start forming a bullish uniqueness on the R, a marker on the normal stretch of time, and consequently an enormous effect on Bitcoin as I ought to think, can start. Find a cerebrum blowing day in concordance. More than one that we have gotten a colossal breakdown under $26,000 here. As of now, eventually, I'm really standing firm on a short AL traction for around $27,800. It seems like that we from a genuine perspective shorted the particular top on the Bitcoin esteem a couple of days prior. Regardless, before long, envision a situation in which we make presently, apply the volume marker on our diagram on the 1 hourly and besides 2 hour time frame. It genuinely is by all accounts that. Definitely we got a volume increase on the push towards burden of some kind. Clearly, if we really make currently, examine this specific volume versus what we got as of late on the bullish news statement. It is almost nothing, yet I would concur that looking at the speed, how low we are truly going and how quickly the expense genuinely looks here, I would differentiate our expense movement and the expense action we got on this specific push towards the furthest edge. The inspiration here looks staggeringly similar. Furthermore, if we pay right at present very close mindfulness in regards to the open income, for sure, the open income is going unendingly lower while moreover regrettable strain is coming directly into the market, and that suggests long positions are closing on a push towards some side. Nevertheless, sadly, numerous people are getting sold in light of the fact that as right now we are seeing generally 15 million of longs getting helped and sold on a push towards the disadvantage. So I would communicate zooming out a bit on the 2 hourly, on the 4 hour time span, Bitcoin is right currently trading back our level reach. Moreover, what's the importance here this second? Could we retreat on the 2 hour or maybe also on the 1 hour time frame? Besides, here I could genuinely need to show you the sound. Backroad wave count. The negative main thrusts we can expect to conceivably complete in the impending days. We, in particular, can recognize our most essential tactless Ollie wave here. We can recognize a cure, we can perceive right now moreover our third Ollie wave. Potentially in the approaching hours, we will start forming some kind of change before another drive on Bitcoin can truly start. Likewise, you will realize this accepting that we go right now with our Fibonacci extension from our swing high, back to our swing globe, back to our swing high. It really is by all accounts that 1.618 Fibonacci increase level. It wasn't precisely hit to the particular dollar accuracy, yet anyway, we came to as far down as conceivable generally at 1.618 Fibonacci development level, which is the fundamental worth focal point of our third. Moreover, clearly, considering the way that this specific expense focus here was hit, expecting we will form and go a lot higher towards the possible increase, the fourth part wave will outline. By accepting that Bitcoin stop, as of now brought down towards disadvantage. The accompanying goal is then going to be our 2 to 1 Fibonacci increase level at $25,300. However, that given that we are right now not going to join together or maybe see a slight push towards the expected increase for our fourth backroad 12. By, where are we bouncing? Not right at our 1.60.8 Fibonacci development level, you will see we unquestionably took out our past lows for a liquidity get. Likewise, furthermore, think about how conceivable it is that we assess the entire base expense region with our volume. Additionally, you will see, to be sure, regard locale, low volume support level for Bitcoin was attempted flawlessly. So at the present time, we know. Alright, Bitcoin is in our level reach. Okay? We are attempting our place of control, which is the best volume bunch, and besides as of the current second, regard locale low on Bitcoin is at this point holding. Regardless, we truly need to observe that expecting the value locale low in the looming days will be lost for our fifth here is definitely going to be a negative Bitcoin sign before we go on the step-by-step period of time. Much thanks to you benevolent. In the accompanying 2 days and 17 hours, we will see the spotless step-by-step close and here. You truly need to zero in on this specific candle plan. As referred to already, on the 4 hourly, on the 2 hourly, on the 1 hour time span, before we go to push towards dump side, we got negative pi bar, negative candle model, and look at this specific light and difference it with the step-by-step fire that most apparently will close something like that in the accompanying 2 days. The holistic configuration is from a genuine perspective going to be exactly the same negative pin bar, and clearly in case we will close our many weeks candles, something along those lines in the accompanying 2 days, it is definitely going to be a negative beat correspondence since it suggests we push toward the possible increase toward the middle of the week, but we were unable to close the expense a lot higher, for example, at the area of $28,000. To that end we will certify a negative SING plan, which clearly is unquestionably going to be a horrible Bitcoin sign. Additionally on the 1 hour time span we are in the approaching hours. by and large in all probability going to see a cross rate here of our striking moving midpoints here, which will mean we are eventually going to start trading an immense downtrend, so another negative sign and our horrible standard for Bitcoin while we can be expecting lower in the looming days. So generally probably right while you're considering. What is the accompanying goal where perhaps we can be eliminating the advantages from our short positions? Clearly, as we have been saying for the new days, for the new weeks, even, as I've said on various events, I'm saving watch for a liquidity get underneath, under at $24,750. That being said, all we really want to do here, go on the Coinbase outline, and you truly need to zero in on the liquidity level at $24,750. As of now, if you somehow manage to ask me, think about how conceivable it is that the liquidity level here won't stop. Envision a situation in which there will be no reaction toward the expected addition at our liquidity level. That way